So good afternoon. It's a glorious mid-August early afternoon. Just wanted to give a quick update on plans for this channel. So I am going to slightly refocus it. So because I'm not always on the Isle of Wight, and I'm not living in a car and I'm not in Cornwall. Sorry, not living in a van and I'm not in Cornwall. I've been calling it the Cornish van dweller still, and having just Isle of Wight content isn't really fitting very well with what I'm going to be doing going forward. So what I think I'm going to do, I was considering rebranding to Coastal Car Dweller. So obviously I'm currently living in a car, and I'm more often than not on the coast, but I'm also often not on the coast, especially at the moment because I'm doing this project north of Dorchester, which is a long way from the coast. Dorchester in Dorset. I'm currently in Exeter, by the way. So I'm also doing some stuff with the University of Exeter. So, I can't really keep calling it Cornish van dweller. Not in a van, not in Cornwall. Coastal car dweller is probably not appropriate because in future I'm not going to be in a car all year round because I plan to spend the winters in the tropics, at which point I won't be in a car. So I'm going to change that, or I'm going to need to change that, I think, and I probably won't be on the coast if I'm in somewhere like Chiang Mai in northern Thailand, although a lot of the time I probably will be on the coast, but if I'm in Phnom Penh in Cambodia, clearly I'm nowhere near the coast. So I won't be in a car and I won't be on the coast, at least in winter, during the temperate winters. Zoom the camera up a bit. So what I've decided, I think, subject to comments from you, my lovely listeners and subscribers, is for now I'll call myself Cornish van dweller, but then also in the title Wild Nomad Diaries or something like that, because essentially I'm going to be very nomadic going forward and living out a lot in the wild, or at least travelling around in the wild. So tropical rainforests and villages and towns in the tropics. So I spent a few months in Santa Marta mountain range in northern Colombia a few years ago, where I was in a village on a kind of a nature reserve, an eco lodge up in some high altitude montane forest. And I'm going to be doing a lot more of that in a few years' time. Not quite yet, because I'm doing this project with the Wildlife Trust in North Dorset, which is going to be a couple of years. But probably by the end of next year, I might well be travelling more. We'll see. So, Wild Nomad Diaries probably better capture what I will be going forward. I'm going to be nomadic, often out in the wild, talking about nature and nomadism and how you can become a kind of a wildlife traveller, location independent, earning money that way, and also being out in nature, which is what I want to be doing. Although I do love towns and villages and cities and cafe culture as well, so I'll be doing lots of that. So, I think Wild Nomad Diaries is fairly neutral in terms of where I'll be, because some of the time I'll neither be in a vehicle nor anywhere near the coast. So, do tell me what you think about that potential rebranding of the channel. For now, I think I'm just going to add Wild Nomad Diaries to the end of Cornish Van Dweller, because at the moment I still am in a vehicle and I'm going to be in Cornwall a fair bit, as well as places like Exeter and north of Dorchester and Dorset, and also back on the Isle of Wight for this summer and autumn and winter. I'll be in all of those sorts of places. I think Cornish Van Dweller stroke Wild Nomad Diaries kind of works for me. It's nothing to do with optimising the algorithm or trying to kind of tell the algorithm what my channel's about, because it knows that. It knows what the text is in videos. The YouTube algorithm can read what's being said on videos, and it reads my descriptions for my videos, so YouTube knows what my channel is about, and it will know that it's gradually shifting its focus, so it's not all about Ventnor on the Isle of Wight. So yeah, the kind of the title, the channel name rebranding or updating, I suppose is a better way of putting it, isn't really to do with the algorithm, but hopefully it does make it clearer what the channel is about and a bit less misleading. I mean, I think it's very misleading to call myself Cornish Van Dweller, although I will keep that bit for now. But yeah, do give me some feedback, so I will add on the Wild Nomad Diaries to the title of the channel, but keep Cornish Van Dweller for now, just in case there's a uproar and petitions and demonstrations. No, you can't possibly rebrand in that way, but I doubt there will be. We've had a lot of those demonstrations lately, and nothing to do with my YouTube channel. Anyway, waffling on. What a beautiful day. Look at this. So there was a nuthatch calling earlier. So there's loads of oaks, loads of English oaks around here on the campus, Exeter University campus, Streatham campus. So we get nuthatches, and they were calling earlier when I came through, but I didn't have my camera on, so I didn't record them. I do love oaks, so I don't think is that a native oak? Not sure. But there are some big old English oaks. Sessile or pedunculate, I'm not sure. And here's a ubiquitous holm oak. They really do get everywhere. Is that a holm oak? Yeah, I think it is. Yew tree here. That would be good for the goldcrests and firecrests. Taxa baccata, is that right? Something like that. Some sort of fir tree there. Needle leaf of some sort is the pine tree. Looks like a big old holm oak here. Oh, hang on. There's a little. Hang on, don't listen to me. This is a proper oak, as in a oak that's native to the British Isles, and has therefore got all the invertebrates on it. Anyway, do subscribe to the channel. Do comment on whether you think the proposed updating of the channel name is tolerable, and I'm 99% sure I'm going to do it. And subscribe to the channel, press a like button. If you want to support the channel, always much appreciated. Do please do that. Then buy me a coffee or use the PayPal link, or give me a super thanks for the video. And I will put up another video shortly. Thank you for listening.